The movie begins with a man named Barney Kazan who comes to his country house to do an experiment and plan a kidnapping. He grabbed a stopwatch, soaked a cloth with chloroform, and breathed it in a few times. When Barney woke up, he felt pleased with what had happened. His victim would be out cold for 37 minutes, giving him enough time to take her to his home. Later, Barney practiced how he would convince the girl to get into his car. Not everything went well the first time, but that's what practicing is for. If the stranger got in the car, she wouldn't be able to get away.
Excuse me, I just...
Denise thought her dad might be cheating because he often went into the house and didn't come out. While he was talking to his daughter, he was quietly practicing his plan for the attack that was coming up. Denise didn't like the bad game her dad was playing. Barney took Denise home, pretending he needed her help with fixing things. While he was there, he found a spider and seemed to have a plan. That evening, Barney made his daughter feel uneasy. He gave her a snack, but it had spiders on it, making Denise scream in fright. This was also a part of his plan. The next morning, Barney asked a neighbor if they had heard a woman yelling the night before. The neighbor said it wasn't true. Barney went into town to try something for the first time. He asked a girl walking by where the post office was and offered to give her a ride.
Excuse me, miss. Can you tell me how to get to the post office?
But she said no right away. Barney's heart was beating fast, and he knew he had to relax. By the sixth try, his heart was beating slower, going down from 180 to 95 beats per minute. His wife, Helen, thought that Barney might be with someone else, but he said he was just busy fixing up the house. At the same time, Jeff and Diane, a young couple, were driving around America. Diane felt uneasy about Jeff taking her to a faraway place. While they were in the tunnel, Jeff and Diane ran out of gas. Diane had told him they should get more gas, but he didn't listen. Annoyed, Jeff got out of the car to get a gas can, leaving Diane by herself.
Jeff, don't leave me alone!
When Jeff got back, Diane was not there. She was sitting close by, feeling sad. Once they were back in the car, Diane started crying. To make the girls trust him more, Barney acted like he had a broken arm. Also, a cast easily covered up a bottle of chloroform. Diane asked Jeff to promise that he would never leave her by herself again. Then she gave him a lighter that had "Forever Diane" written on it. She grabbed the keys to drive, but first went to the bathroom. Barney saw that she was gone. A long time went by, and Diane still hadn't come back. She wasn't in the store or the bathroom. Jeff started to feel panicked. That evening, a police officer told Jeff that they couldn't report someone missing for 24 hours. Feeling very upset, Jeff went back to his car and started to cry. Barney saw a poster with Diane's picture on it. She had been gone for 3 years. Jeff had been putting up new posters every month and had just told her story on the radio. Tired, he walked into a cafe that night. The waitress, Rita, recognized Jeff from school and said she would serve him. He told her about a friend who had gone missing 60 miles away and showed her a picture of Diane. Rita told Jeff to stay at a hotel instead of driving. She parked Jeff's car in the cafe's garage and got a job there herself. The next day, Jeff told Rita that he had lost his job but was now working on a novel. After a while, Rita and Jeff started living together. He didn't want to talk about Diane anymore because it hurt.
Why don't you talk about her anymore?
It's not faded.
One evening, Rita found a gun that Jeff had bought to protect himself, and she asked him to get rid of it. Jeff called a publisher and arranged a meeting. His novel wasn't really a good fit, but instead, they offered him the opportunity to write a book about his experiences from a few years ago. Jeff said yes, but didn't tell Rita what he was doing. A rush of memories made Jeff start looking for Diane again. He was invited to be on TV. Barney and his daughter saw the show. Barney was shown to be a college teacher. At the same time, Rita wondered what Jeff was writing. The document had a password. Rita tried all the different ways to arrange the letters in her name. Then she tried the first and last names of Jeff's former girlfriend. In the end, she put letters together to make the word vanished. And it succeeded. In children's fairy tales, Rita found a note for Diane. Jeff couldn't stop thinking about her and didn't give up until he found her. Rita got scared. She discovered Jeff and showed up in front of him looking like Diane, wearing a dark wig. She said that if he wanted to call Diane, he could do that.
You can call me Diane!
But she would be really mean to him and then just vanish without a word. Jeff's whole room was filled with maps and pieces of newspaper. He needed to figure out who he really loved. Jeff said that not knowing what happened to Diane was really bothering him. He had to learn everything, even if it meant finding out she was dead. Rita chose to assist him. The two of them got to the gas station where it all started. Strangely, Jeff had never gone back there himself. He just sent out pamphlets. Rita was giving Jeff one final opportunity. He could either stay with her and say goodbye to Diane, or she would leave him for good. Jeff ran to Rita and gave her a hug, deciding to embrace the life he could live right now. All the newspaper articles and flyers were burned that day. But Barney wasn't happy about not seeing someone he knew. He quickly wrote a letter to Jeff, slid it under his door, and asked him to meet. He showed the letter to Rita. Jeff figured out that someone was following him. At first, Rita thought it was just a troublemaker. Then she urged him to go to the police. But Jeff wanted to face Barney by himself. After all, he put his name down. When Rita saw that Jeff hadn't changed, she decided to break up with him. She went back to the apartment to get her things ready. When he came back to the apartment, he found out that Rita had left. Barney went in after him and showed who he was. He showed Jeff the keys he got from Diane. Even though Jeff said he would only talk, he ended up hurting the man he disliked the most. He started hitting him hard. Jeff asked the man, "Where is Denise?" The man said that if you kill him, you won't be able to find her. Barney asked Jeff to get into his car. After thinking it over, Jeff said yes, hoping to finally see Diane. At the same time, Rita, who was drunk, wanted to listen to her answering machine message again. But Jeff had recorded the greeting again, and Barney's voice was on the tape.
"I'm the man you're looking for.
Oh my God.
I'm Barney."
When Rita realized she was in danger, she became worried. The man who seemed nice gave Jeff a snack and said he hadn't hurt Diane. Later, Barney told a story about a family vacation when they saw a little girl who was drowning. Without hesitating, he jumped into the water and rescued her. In his daughter's eyes, he was a hero. But Barney wondered if he could do as much bad things as he could do good things. Horrible, unbelievable bad things. At the same time, Rita called the police. The officer told her they had to wait 24 hours before they could issue a notice for Jeff. Decided and motivated, Rita chose to handle things herself. She went to the unusual neighbor who saw the fight, but then became distracted by a tiny green elf. At the police station, Rita told a lie, saying her car was stolen and gave them Barney's license plate number. That's how she found out his name and where he lived. Barney talked about how his previous tries to trick people didn't work. One year on his birthday, he got a bracelet and a photo album made just for his dad.
Happy birthday, Barney.
Let's see.
In one of the pictures, Barney had a hurt arm. That's when he understood he needed to act weaker instead of stronger. With this plan, he tried to abduct a woman as he intended. With a plaster cast on his arm, he smoothly convinced a woman to get into his car by asking for help. But then he let out a sneeze. Wiping his face with a cloth, he almost fainted. Barney decided to give up on the plan that day and, laughing, tossed aside the cast. But Diane went up to him because she needed to change the bills that the coffee machine wouldn't take. The girl saw Barney's bracelet and wanted to give one to Jeff.
That's a beautiful bracelet.
Thank you.
My boyfriend, he would really appreciate something like that.
Barney made up a story that he was selling them and asked Diane to come to his car to buy one. Cost just $2. The girl who trusted others went after the stranger. The handkerchief was damp. Jeff asked her to get in the car and assist him. Diane was uncertain at first, but when she looked at a family photo, she calmed down and agreed. Barney quickly hit her, and she fell unconscious.
Why did you make contact with me?
Years later, he and Jeff went back to that same gas station. Barney chose to meet Jeff because he kept trying and didn't give up. In the meantime, Rita got to the crazy person's house. Dennis went outside to see her. The girl thought he was her dad's boyfriend.
Are you and my father going to run away together?
Barney kept playing his game. If Barney wanted to know what happened to Diane, he would need to follow where she went and drink the coffee that had drugs in it. She was probably still alive, but Jeff wouldn't know for sure until he drank it. Barney didn't need a gun at all. His weapon was Jeff's fixation. All he had was finding Diane. Actually, he had no choice at all. Sure, he had the coffee. Jeff woke up inside a coffin, buried under the ground. As Barney promised, he would follow the same path that Diane took. After taking the girl to the park, Rita went to the cabin by herself. She stopped nearby and picked up the briefcase with the gun inside. But it turned out that, just like she asked, Jeff had already thrown it away. Barney was waiting for Rita and surprised her from behind, but she quickly hit him on the head with her briefcase. The woman waited in the woods and then hit Barney with a piece of wood. But he tried to trick again. Rita knew that if she hurt him, she wouldn't learn where Jeff was. But that didn't stop her. She hit him in the face with the board.
I'll take my...
She tripped near Jeff's grave and kept running, wishing her loved one was at home. Rita called the police while holding a knife, but the phone smelled strongly of chloroform. She started to feel confused. At that moment, Barney came back home. Rita got herself ready and stabbed him, cutting his hand. But she still couldn't get away. Her car was stuck in the mud. Barney hit her, trying to make her lose consciousness. But Rita accidentally burned his hand with a lighter. The handkerchief caught fire right away. The tired woman still couldn't get away. Barney made her sit in a chair and said that everything that happened with Jeff was her choice. He even offered her coffee to make things more comfortable. As Rita looked around and thought about what she had seen, she understood that Jeff was buried. Now it was her turn to play. She said that Barney's daughter was her hostage.
I've got her.
Rita was prepared to trade Barney's daughter for Jeff. At first, he didn't trust her. In the little time they were together, Rita found out something personal about the girl's life and got Barney to believe she wasn't lying. Barney removed the cloth from the phone and called his house. His concerned wife said that their daughter was missing. If Barney wanted to know where Dennis was, he needed to drink the coffee. Without thinking twice, the man quickly drank the cup.
Drink.
While Barney passed out, Rita quickly went to rescue Jeff. He was still sleeping in the coffin, but then Barney sneakily hit her from behind with a saw. It turns out the medicine will work in 15 minutes. Rita's shout woke up Jeff. He picked up a shovel and killed Barney. Then Jeff found another grave, the one where Diane passed away 3 years before. In a meeting with the publisher, Jeff said he wouldn't write a book about what happened to him. And the movie ends here.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and smash the bell button. Write in the comments section what kind of movie you would like to see next.